Hi, it's Redheaded Riding Hood here. I'm gonna read one from this book. I gave one of these away. It's really good. I got it at the Choice Books at Walmart, I think. And this one is called Crossroads. I, the Lord, will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my eye upon you. Be not like the horse or the mule, which lack understanding, which must have their mouths held firm with bit and bridle, or else they would not come with you. Psalm 32, 8 and 9. That's one of my, I have a lot of favorite verses. I have that. I have written that in my journal several times. I had thought it was in Isaiah, but it's in Psalm 32, 8 and 9. Each day you may find yourself at a crossroads. And this devotion, like the popular Jesus Calling, and my mom had one that was great, and you can find it online. I'll put the link below. It's called God Calling, which was way before Jesus Calling. I believe Jesus Calling, that woman who wrote that, the modern version was copying, honestly, but I don't know for sure, but it seems a lot like God Calling, which is from the past, and those it was 2 listeners, and it was during the World War II, I believe, but it's very good, and I will put the link below, but you don't even know who the authors are of that, because it was published by someone named Russell, and they were anonymous, but it's called God Calling, and it's just as good, if not better, than Jesus Calling, but this is in that format. So like God Calling, God talking to you. Each day you may find yourself at a crossroads, wondering which path to take. Sometimes your choice may seem like a small, almost insignificant decision. But in your walk with me, every step you take counts. Every choice has its consequence. Yet do not be anxious, do not fret. I need that reminder. That's why this one is just like, I started reading it every day. First thing I do is read this. Simply spend time in my word and in my company. I, your teacher, will instruct you. Then you will learn who I am and know what I would have you do in each and every situation. But if at any time you are uncertain, pause at the crossroads. Ask me which way you should go. Then, only when you clearly hear my voice, choose your path and step out in faith. Do not be slow. Do not have the stubbornness of a mule, but take courage, be bold, filled with the assurance that I have already gone ahead and paved the way. If you do not hear my voice, wait upon me. Know that there is a reason your feet are stayed. I have my eye upon you, and I will not lead you into evil, only good. Rest in that knowledge. It's very good, and I feel like even God has led me even when I was away from him. And I've made wrong turns, and recently I've realized though too that when I've had anxiety, it has been a sign that I'm going the wrong way. I really think that's true, because I had increasing anxiety when I was away from God. I said that. I had increasing anxiety in my job that I feel like God led me to quit in June, the lifeguarding job. And recently a thing was happening in my family that I can't really go into a lot of detail about, but I had anxiety about that, and which caused me to make a decision which was very, very difficult for me to make. But I think that's why I made that decision, because I just I did not feel a peace about what I was going to do. I did not feel peace about it. And so, and since I'm learning more now. What I've been trying to learn for years is following peace instead of following something that I just don't, and I wasn't listening before to my gut. And that was put there by God. And it's like I was having anxiety about certain things. Like, I'm not sure now if I really should have taken the trip to Europe, but I did, and God was still with me. And I maybe should have waited on that. But because I had anxiety about that, and I had anxiety because people told me not to go. Two people, my financial advisor and another person, were advising me not to go. But I went anyways. And I don't know. I think, but there are things like that, you know, God will never leave you nor forsake you. And so, and I did it, you know, but I did have some anxiety. So I'm learning a lot how to deal with my anxiety and stuff, and staying grounded and staying balanced. And now that I'm listening to the news more and staying informed, and before I had my head buried in the sand, and I didn't realize how bad it was getting. And I thought, because of what Trump did with the insurrection, that he wasn't going to be. I was astonished, and now I've been told by some liberals that he's not supposed to be able to be allowed to run again because of the 14th Amendment. Look it up. That's what I was told, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why he was even allowed to run. So I have to maintain my balance, because before I just don't want to know. Like, ignorance is bliss, and a lot of people are still like that, and so like they didn't know who to vote for, and they may have mistakenly voted for Trump because they just were not informed, and they thought all these Christians, you know, I identify myself as a Christian, and these Christians are saying to vote for Trump. And so they made that mistake. And we all make mistakes, and there's nobody perfect. And as I was saying, you know, recently on my lives, is like, not all MAGAs are the same, and not all MAGAs are Christian. And so, especially like the two men that I had sort of run-ins or discussions on my channel that are MAGA and not Christians, those people I did not block. So, because I think they are misled, and they're thinking that voting for Trump is quote unquote Christian, and it's not. I said today on my page, I shared a thing about Gates and how another ungodly man, you know, of course Trump's gonna pick another ungodly person to put in leadership. And I shared that if you are a Christian that voted for Trump, you need to repent. And I believe, and I stand by that. Absolutely. But some people are just uninformed. And as I was uninformed when I was a Republican. I was raising 5 kids. I realized, like, recently that I'm just so used to being in like survival mode, just like do the next thing and never being caught up, you know. And raising 5 kids, it's just like my life has always been overwhelming. And you guys, I need to like just chill. And I beat myself up a lot, and I need to stop doing that. And God doesn't do that. I mean, that's what I thought before God was like. He was like beating you up, you know. And so I'm being like God, and I'm going to beat you over the head with my Bible. And that's not God. That's not God's way. In Matthew 11:28, I listened to this Rain Sounds and Scriptures. It's ESHON Burgundy when I go to sleep. And one of the verses is Matthew 11:28. Come to me, all you who are weary and heavy burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in spirit, and you shall find rest for your souls. I need to take that to heart. And because I have been so long in my whole life in survival mode and just like do the next thing and do this and do that, and never feeling like I was enough, it was exhausting. And then so I have to like find my balance in going back into listening to the news and being informed, but then also, you know, and that's why I'm doing another devotion today. I'm talking about this because I have to be balanced, and I have to rest in God and know, even though things look very bleak, because Trump won, yes, because Trump won, things are looking bleak. I now more than ever need to, stay informed, stay grounded, stay with God, and, you know, He'll lead me. And I'm going to write to my senator. I'm going to write to Bennett, like Vic Meyers said. I'll put that link below too. And I'm finding my tribe, and I even went on I didn't really find anybody, but I went on a app that is I didn't pay for it. I went on a dating app that's True Blue, so I'll find other liberals, so I don't have to worry about not aligning politically with the men on there, because it's a liberal dating app. But I really don't know if I will. I'm just like taking things slowly. I need to chill. I don't need to be in survival mode. I don't need to feel like I'm not doing enough, or I'm not enough, or I've been through the ringer, but I am healing, and I'm so thankful that I am here in Denver. I'm thankful for my apartment. I didn't buy a place, but in a way that's good. I've been listening to some financial videos online that are like, that's not always the best thing. to buy a place, and I wasn't sure about staying here, so that's why I didn't. And so I need to quit kicking myself that I didn't buy something when I first got the money from my dad. That was gonna make it be like all gone. I don't know, but you know, I didn't. It's done. It's done. But I'm really thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful to be here in Denver. I'm thankful that I started speaking my truth and speaking out when I did, even though I should have started speaking out sooner. And I felt better when I started speaking my truth. So I'm going to keep speaking my truth. If people don't like it, no one's forcing you to watch this video. So, and yeah, those are my thoughts for today. It's November 19th. What is it? November 19th. Next week is Thanksgiving, right? Wow. We're almost done with 2024. So, yeah, if you're a Christian who voted for Trump, I'm going to say it again, repent. Repent. I've made mistakes too. Like I said, I didn't even vote in 2016. That was bad. Not going to agree with me, but I should have voted for Hillary. I should have. And I voted for Biden in 2020. That was not a mistake. But I still had my head buried in the sand. I wasn't paying attention. It's been a gradual switch from me being over here, being evangelical, being a Republican, being, you know, married to a narcissist and under his manipulation and control. It's been a gradual process getting away from that and getting over here. And I'm glad for the crossroads I'm at. That's what I read today. I'm glad for the crossroads, and I feel like I'm going in the right direction, and I'm excited. Feeling much better, much less anxiety, even though it's sad, the prospects, you know, read about Project 2025, people. Read. Get informed, please. And then you might see that you may have made the wrong decision. But that doesn't mean you can't go forward and start making the right decisions. So, all right. Don't say that no one cares for you, because I do and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red, because Red is praying for you. Bye.